Hi guys, me again. Yeah, it's like putting bliss back on back of a load of pictures and all is I'll load off like my phone and all and from like Snapfish and all. It's like as you can see behind me there's an absolute ton of pictures and all. As I've been working on it for like the past year. It is like a part of me and all that. It's like a lot of them are from like the past couple of years at uni and all that, but there are like the odd ones like over here, like all over that. It's a bit like from before all that, but it's a bit like to me like all the pictures kind of like represent my identity and all that, like what I am. As a camera staying over here is currently plugged into like my laptop and all that, which is as it's currently charging and all that. And for some reason my battery's really draining tonight, but yeah, it's like the pictures are like a part of my identity and all that. Like that's like part of them are like a bit of me and all that. It's like yeah, like it's something that I want to remember. Something like I don't want to forget. So like with me, it's like I don't give myself over easily, and pictures are probably an easier way for me to kind of like try and show you a part of me. And it's like I've got like I think at last count I had like just under like 300 pictures. Now it's probably a bit more, just under 400. It's like some of them like made me a bit mundane, but it's a bit like there's something in it that I want to remember and all that. Like with them, it's a bit like, oh yeah, that happened, and all that kind of thing. Just gonna pick up one and hope for the best and all that. And with this one, it's like my youngest sister took it. She's like an absolute nutter. And that's probably about as far as I'm likely to go. Yeah, I have three of them. Love them all dearly. It's like on that day, it's like I had to pay like something like a tenner for the both of us to go on like that Ferris wheel. And she was like having one of her moments. Like where she was like literally so stubborn, like you couldn't get her to do anything. Still does it now. And it's like they all kind of like represent me and all. And it's like I don't say everything to like anyone. As it's a bit like with me, it's a bit like as I don't always see like everyone connect with like everything. It's like with my friends and all, I know that I could get their help with anything. As it's a bit like we trust each other, and it's a bit like we can. No, it's like, and with one of them, it's a bit like we can like just sit there in silence and just look at each other and kind of like just know, like when one of us isn't okay. It's like, and sometimes it's like we can just wander about and like we're like, this place looks interesting, that place looks interesting, I want to go there. And like have a feeling the Wi-Fi's been refreshed and all that as yeah. Got like a load of notifications on like my computer over there. And yeah, so like I started putting like all these pictures up and like oh, because the Wi-Fi connection was a little bad. Yeah, it's like kind of like me these days and all. It's like I do kind of rely a little bit on the internet and all that, but it's like a lot of the time not so much. Is yeah. So like I can read like a paperback book still. I go into like a theoretically like walk into like a like W.H. Smith or Waterstones and like pick up a book and be able to read it, but it's like I think at the moment with me and all that, it's like I'm kind of into history and all that. Like there's like this one quote that I kind of keep coming to and all that by George Santayana in 1904, I think it was, as he's an American philosopher. That he forgets the past is condemned to repeat it, or is destined to repeat it, as there's many variations of it. As it's like, it's like so true kind of thing. It's like if you forget the past and all that, it's like you can't learn from where we went wrong and all that. We can't evolve, we can't move on, we can't learn from like our mistakes and all that. And it's like my favourite quote and all that. But it's like with books and all that, it's like I'm guessing it, like especially in like terms of fiction, like not so much history and all that. It's a bit like it's getting harder and all as it's been like I don't want to read like any old book and all that. Like I want to be able to kind of like get a book and read it like and all that is to be like intellectually stimulated and all that. But it's a bit like regardless of like whether it's chick flick or whatever. And yeah, it's like I found like a book in the library a couple of years ago. Like a chick flick and all that. I generally don't read them. As they kind of like go by the same. Do like the same thing pretty much. But it's a bit like. I found one in the library a couple of years ago and I had to kind of dig it out a little bit. And Goodreads and all that, as I have like a Goodreads account. And it's called Tangled Lives by Holly Boyd, I think it is. And yeah, it's a bit like there's kind of like a couple of like like bombshells and all that, like and yeah, it's a bit like the main character and all that had like a kid in like 1960s and 70s, like out of wedlock, if you know from history and all that, back then, you couldn't exactly, it was kind of like frowned upon to have a kid out of wedlock without a father around. And yeah, she had to give it up for like adoption and all that. Like the baby up for adoption. Like pretty much right away. And then it's kind of like picks up like many years later. As she had gotten married and then had a couple more kids. Kept these ones this time. And yeah, it's like, but the one that she gave up for adoption was kind of trying to make contact with her. Like they did and all, make contact and kind of stayed for a little while, but it's like, I was accused of like rape by like one of the kids' girlfriends. And then, but it's like it was able to kind of settle itself. So like I think the boyfriend and all that kind of did dump her and all that, like telling her to get over herself and all that, as like she wasn't really letting it go. Like after they kind of established the facts and all that. Of like what happened and all that, and then it's like right at the end and all that, you kind of got like another bombshell. It's like the fact that he is gay. Like the son she gave up for adoption was gay. And yeah, it's like I don't mind people being gay, trans, or whatever. It's like I'd rather go with like a judgment of character and all that. Like it doesn't matter like what you are, kind of thing. I just feel like as long as it kind of makes you happy. So like I don't mind you being like gay, trans, like. Well, it's a bit like, or like sadomasochistic or something like that. But it's a bit like if you're gonna be sadomasochistic, fair. So like I don't expect people to not bat an eyelid and all that. It's like there will be a few eyelids being raised. Or like some things. It's like, and I hate kind of people like they say that this is wrong, that is wrong, and all. It's like, who are you to kind of judge how other people live their lives? So with like Trump and all that, it's like kind of been watching like Russell Howard Hour and all that for parts of it, and yeah, it's like there's kind of like a caravan of like 5,000 people going towards like the US Mexican border. And he kind of like said that there were Middle Eastern people in there. But it's a bit like, I'd be surprised if there were Middle Eastern people in there. And it's a bit like, not all Mexicans are drug dealers. Not all illegal immigrants are drug dealers either. Some of them are just wanting a better life. So like they want a better life for either themselves, their family. It's a bit like, and like the people from like the Middle East, it's a bit like pretty much all my friends from uni. Like with exceptions from like a couple, have been from like Southeast Asia. No, not from South Asia, like Pakistan and India and all. And it's a bit like, they're like good people and all that. Like, if it would fully like terrorists or whatever, it's like I wouldn't become like friends with them and all that. It's a bit like, and as I said, like they're from like either Pakistan or India for the most part, and there's like within that, it's like there should have been problems with like, but between themselves, but like those from like Pakistan and like India and all that, they get on like very well. Has this feel like I sometimes question those in power and all that. So like when you're in power, you're supposed to be looking out for like those under you. Like you're not supposed to be making things any harder for anyone. But it's a bit like, but sometimes it kind of comes out that way. Like they're not actually looking out for the people. Like they're just making it worse for them while it's getting better for them. Like the people in them while it's making themselves richer and all that. It's like, no, it's like half the time. It's like with conspiracy theories and all that going out there. It's like sometimes like you'd wish the governments and all that would be kind of like transparent about what they're doing. Like a bit less and more transparent about what's going on there. But it's a bit like some of them are more transparent than others. But it's a bit like every government is at fault on it. It's just annoying half the time. And it's like, and it's the fact that sometimes the government, like when people aren't always transparent, you get conspiracy theories and all that. Like the Illuminati is real and like the world's run by lizards and all that. And yeah, it's but like I seriously doubt the world's run by lizards, let alone aliens. And as for like the Illuminati and all that, it's like I would kind of like to see more proof of their existence. But it's a bit like, but it's like some conspiracy theories, they're just nuts and all that. I was just a bit like, yeah, like currently the MMR jabs cause autism. As yes, but like apparently the doctor was a fraud in that instance, and there has been since been further studies with like further like proof where there's like no further evidence claiming that there is no link between the MMR and autism. Like I am autistic and all that. And it's a bit like I wasn't diagnosed till I was like 7, I don't think. But yeah, it's a bit like I'd rather have autism than go through like the pain potentially death of like through either MMR, maybe MMR, like measles, mumps, or rubella and all that. So like it's probably easier for a child to kind of like know they have it and all that. So like as they can kind of like grows with them as well. It is, but like children can like easily learn from all these things. But it's like half times like I am concerned about like in some ways like where children are being brought up. As we kind of like in second year, like last year and all that, we kind of had like the term "own nation of the state," like where something is kind of like public funded by like the government and all that. I find it like as like through like public fund and all that, they are essentially an extension of the government. I kind of like a bit like Avanti is a bit like Avanti West Coast and all, like a train company, whereas like kind of like an emanation of like the Italian state, as the company that has them is kind of like government owned in Italy. And kind of just say wonderful time with that one, as we hadn't quite left the EU at that point, but we're about 2 months off leaving the EU and all that. But it's a bit like, so like we're supposed to be kind of like making our own decisions, and yet we've got an Italian company like running our trains. Kind of makes me smile just a little bit. And my sister's on WhatsApp. Now it's looking pretty cloudy outside. But yeah, getting back to thingy, like emanation of like the state and all that, but like transferring it to like kids and all that. Like the kids are kind of like an extension of their parents, like what they're teaching them. Like if you teach like a child to be good or a child to be bad, it's like up to you and all that, but it's a bit like sometimes like you do question people and all that. So like especially after kind of like watching their kids and all that, as it's a bit like it's your child and all that. It's like you're also responsible for teaching them just as much as kind of like the parent, like the teachers and all that. Yeah, it's a bit like if you kind of like teach them to do like good things and all that, like be nice people, to be polite, charming and all that, it's like yeah, it's my brother's 21st on Saturday. It's a bit like yeah, it's like if you teach like a kid like good manners and all that, my sister's really scaring me. Yeah, it's like they have like a lot going for them. Well, if you teach them like yeah, it's like if you teach them like this is good, this is bad, and this is why, then yeah, it's a bit like, yeah. It's like I can kind of agree with that, even if I don't always agree with it. It's like it isn't always everyone else's place to kind of like say this is wrong and all that. But it's a bit like this is wrong because like it's always been like this and all that. As it really kind of like makes me a little go like, I want to not kill someone, but strangle someone when they say like why people have been like better people. You and Me is also amazing. Like why people have always been on top and that's the way it's always has been. But it's a bit like too like, and that's the way kind of like God made us. But I'd argue like if God has made us what we are, then why did He make us like different people, like different things, like gay, like like following like different sexuality, like or religion? Like sex doesn't. Yeah, it's like racism just frustrates me. It's like it's still here, it's still relevant and all. And it's, yeah, in like the UK and all that, we've got like woman isn't like going to be like paid as much as like her male counterparts or get the positions her male counterparts are in. Like she isn't going to be paid the same as well. As it's been like traditionally she's like a woman's been seen as like running the home and looking after children. Yeah, it's like there is laws protecting it against it, but it's been like in practice and all that, it's kind of like the same way as always like ever had been. It just kind of feels like you're taking baby steps and all that. And then yeah, it's got like the states and all that. We've got like the more contentious issue of kind of like skin colour. It's like, why is that still a thing? Just because like someone's like African American or an immigrant or whatever doesn't mean that they are a bad person. It's about like half the time as well. It's like it gives them a sense of national like pride and all that. Like they've come from like here and all that. They've done all this. It's just annoying. Like, just seems like kind of like the rest of the world's taking 10 steps forwards and America kind of seems to be taking 2 steps back and all that. Like another thing that annoys me like America and all that is like gun culture. Yeah, there's like, yeah, despite all the mass shootings and all that within like the past couple of years and all that, nothing has really changed. Yeah, and yet it doesn't really seem to get resolved and all that. But with like lobbyists like the NRA, National Rifle Association and all that, so like they are like a really big lobby group as well, as they have like a lot of power as well. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I can understand like you want to protect your house and all that, but it's a bit like you don't hear like the same crime rates and all that from guns like in other countries. Yeah, it's like I don't hear like the same amounts of like gun deaths and all that, like gun murders and like mass shootings and all that from like Russia or anything. Can kind of understand guns in like Russia and all a bit more than that as well. It's like as you've got like Siberia and all that, which is like massive wilderness and all that, and may need to defend yourself off a bit like far from home, like from like a bear and all. And yeah, it's a bit like well, I'll tell you as I know that no one really wants to go. As it's a bit like yeah. As America kind of just seems like perpetually stuck in like in limbo between mass shootings and all that. The things mothers do for the children. Another thing as well is like a good mother always knows a child and all that, like what they want to do and like a good mother like knows what they want when they want it kind of thing. And kind of like support them like with whatever choice they kind of make. There's this bit like coming to the point again. Like who you decide like how others are happy. As yeah. Autism are amazing. As yeah, it's like it's not your life. It's like you have kind of like your own life. And yeah, it's like we're all different people, but at the end of the day. It's like we're all different. Like we all have like different music taste in like music and what we're looking for, like love and all that. And it's a bit like something that kind of like crops up like recently that kind of went through with like at uni one in like a law and society lecture a couple of years ago. Like the difference between forced marriage and arranged marriage. Yeah, it's like a kid's like one of your kids is going like yeah, so like I may need a little bit of help and all that. In helping me there. So like and then kinda like get to know the person and consent. Yeah, so like I can live with that. It's like as long as kinda like a mutual respect between them both. With like forced marriage. It's like it essentially like forces the woman to be kinda like silent. Like either the parties or both the parties to be silent. Yeah, so I kind of like seeing like documentaries and all that, like